But I'm gonna end it with that. I'm gonna end it with the question next about Paul, because I want to answer the question. So give me that. We end it with that. 14.
Got it, you got it. Acts 14, verse 19. And there came thither certain Jews from Antioch and Iconium, who persuaded the people, and having stoned Paul.
Meaning what? When they stoned him, they were basically stoning him to death. You know, they wasn't just throwing little pebbles at him. When you stone somebody, you trying to kill him. You throwing boulders at him. Go ahead.
Drew him out of the city, supposing he had been dead.
Go right there. They stoned him to death, and when they see him, they was like, all right, he's dead. So, you know, our deed here is done. Not knowing it. It's not, keep going. Go ahead.
How about, as the disciples stood round about him, he rose up and came into the city.
That's right. So he got stoned, but then the Lord put the Spirit back in him to rise up. Go ahead, and he went back into the city and actually kept teaching.
And the next day, he departed with Barnabas to Derbe.
Now jump to jump to that. So he got stoned there. Now go ahead.
2 Corinthians 12, verse 1. It is not expedient for me doubtless to glory. I will come to visions and revelations of the Lord. I knew a man in Yahushua above 14 years ago. Whether in the body I cannot tell, or whether out of the body I cannot tell.
Paul,
the Most High knoweth.
Paul, basically, when he died, he went to the spirit world, and he said, "I knew a man." That man he was talking about was himself, but he couldn't tell because he was in it was like basically like a trance. He was basically in the spirit, and he couldn't really tell what was happening. And that's why he said the Most High could tell whether in the body or whether out of the body. Meaning what? If you're in the body, did him himself literally go up to the spirit world? Or whether out of the body, or was it like his spirit got raised and went to the spirit world? He said he doesn't know because it was basically like a vision. You know, go ahead.
And I knew such a man, whether in the body or out the body, I cannot tell.
So he says it again. I knew this guy. You know, I don't know if it was me. I don't know if I was in the spirit. I don't know if it really happened. I can't tell. Lord knows. Go ahead.
The Most High knoweth how that he was caught up into paradise.
He was caught up to paradise, which is synonymous with heaven. Go ahead.
And heard unspeakable words.
Go ahead.
Which it is not lawful for a man to utter.
When he said he heard unspeakable words, it was not lawful for a man to utter, meaning there was no words that he could put into verbal of what he saw in the spirit world. That's how crazy, that's how magnificent it was that he couldn't put into words. I watched this movie with Jodie Foster. Damn, I forgot the name of it, but basically she went into like a little ship, whatever. They sent her to a ship, and basically she sent her to a wormhole, and she seen like the galaxies and shit. And she looked at it, and she couldn't explain because she was like on a little instrument that was like recording her voice so that she can explain what she saw, explain everything that she was seeing. But she said that there's no words. I can't I can't explain what I'm seeing. That's what Paul was saying. Like, it's not lawful. I have no words to explain what I'm seeing right now because that's how the spirit world is. You can't. It's so magnificent. It's behind our capability to be able to explain it. Go ahead.
Of such and one will I glory. Yet of myself I will not glory, but in my infirmities.
That's right. So basically, when Paul went to the spirit world, when he died, he went to the spirit world. He saw the spirit world, he saw the paradise, and when he came down, he didn't know if he was in the body or outside the body. But what he saw, it was too great for him to not even be able to put into words. So when I said that Paul died twice, obviously he's obviously died when he got put to death. I believe he got beheaded. He got beheaded, but before that he got stoned, and then that's when he saw that vision basically when he was in the spirit world. But the Lord, when the spirit left his body, he went to the spirit world, and then when he saw what he saw, the Lord put the spirit back into his body, and that's why he said whatever he saw, he couldn't be able to explain it. So, answer the question.
Right.
Good. All right. Anybody else have any questions? Because we want to wrap it up. Some questions. All right. So. With that, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh
Hashem, Yahushai.
All right, peace to the elect, peace to the house of David, the 12 tribes that scattered abroad. Keep being diligent. Keep staying strong. We almost out this place. Shalom.